Wait, what's happening? What's up, Pure Evil? Got a new game here, just checking out for the first time. I hear it's kind of dark, so that's what I'm hoping for. What's up, Tempo Bad? Anyone need a seizure? There's one for free.
I don't know. It's too soon to say. We should let him rest.
There are thousands of bodies piled in the streets.
He's been very feeble for weeks. He can't get up. He doesn't speak. Do you think we should call a doctor?
Call a doctor? Here?
How's it sound?
You're right. Let's just hope he wakes up one of these days. Come on, my friend. Hang on. Don't give up.
Please, let me
Wake up, Michael. Come on, you have to wake up.
Sending out the messages. I'll be right there, guys.
Who are you? Who's there?
Please, Michael, wake up. Wake up.
This silence. And this darkness. Where am I? Damn it. I can't remember. Where are you? Where are you hiding?
Michael, please wake up. You have to wake up.
Michael? Is that my name? Please tell me where I am. I can't remember anything.
Okay.
What's happening? What is this place? Please, tell me!
Wake up, Michael. Please wake up. Wake up now.
Don't go! Please! Come back! Come back! This silence. This darkness. This emptiness.
Good morning. I hope you're feeling better.
But...
Now don't be alarmed. I'm glad you feel strong enough to get out of bed. That's wonderful news. I must say you're looking much better, considering what you've been through, of course.
who are you?
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive my manners. You've been with us for so long. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rod Atkinson. I was the director of the municipal property, well, you know, before the world collapsed on us.
Ah, pleased to meet you, Mr. Atkinson. But where am I?
You are in what I venture to call our home. This is one of the many trailers that make up the refugee camp. And believe me, we can consider ourselves lucky to live between these four walls. Most of the inhabitants of this hellhole, excuse my
crude language with the
have
hellhole.
nothing more than...
That's awesome.
Wait a second. Did you say refuge?
Yes, of course. The Facility for Temporary Accommodation of Disaster Victims is what they called it. You know, after the army declared martial law following the catastrophe. You look a little confused, if you don't mind me saying so. Do you really not know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. Let me ask you. Can you tell me what...
Yes, of course. A few days after the Great Wave, we found you lying in a ditch. We couldn't just leave you there. Someone had already stolen your luggage, so we decided to take care of you ourselves and brought you here. By the way, I should tell you that when we found you, your clothes were ripped to shreds, so we threw them away. But you'll find more things in that wardrobe. If you need anything, just help yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Atkinson. But... the great...
Well, but...
I feel a little... I'm afraid I can't.
I see. There have been... Well, there's one thing I can tell you. There's nothing nice to remember about recent times. Believe me.
Hey, what's happening, Pyro Games? I do not know how to remove that on Nightbot. I'm not sure. And hello, Gamer Life. How you guys doing today?
You said...
Ah, yes, of course. I still haven't properly introduced my... Now is a bad time, but I promise to make proper introductions later. My wife and I sleep, and little Colin sleep.
Colin?
Yes, Colin is our only child. Our one ray of hope. I'm going to confess something to you. Colin is the... We would have given up.
Of course.
We would have killed ourselves a long time ago.
No, that's impossible. My wife has been with me in the other room the whole time. But I'm glad you're feeling better. I guess we could say you've been reborn. And although the circumstances aren't the best, simply being alive nowadays is practically a luxury. So, welcome to our home.
From what you've told me...
No, please. You don't have... It's our moral obligation to uphold... But call me Rod, please. And, well, we also did it for Colin. What kind of future does he face if we accept that it's every man for himself, that no one cares? It's a terrifying prospect, don't you think? We're just doing whatever we can. Please excuse me.
No, wait, please.
I'm sorry. I understand that you have a... But now isn't... I promise to answer... Sorry, but I...
Rod!
Someone's moaning.
Okay, all right.
Now that you're feeling... But please, be very... Heed my warning. Don't touch anything. Don't talk to anyone. At least until someone explains to you how things work in this new world. Everything has changed so much out there.
All right. Thanks.
You've been with us for quite a while now.
My name? Michael.
Very pleased to meet you, Michael.
My name is Michael.
Michael. That's what that disembodied voice called me. That must be my name. Wake up, Michael. That's all she said. Leaving a great wave? New world? I think it might be a good idea to go out there and take a look.
It might be.
Well, look at that. When I pulled back the sheet, part of it got torn on the spring sticking out. I hope Rod does. There's a very worn old notebook hidden under the lid. The cover is practically falling off the spiral binding. It looks like someone stashed it here some time ago, and then forgot about it.
Notebook.
Good God, what the hell happened here? Rod was right. I don't know what hit this place, but whatever it was, it struck into its very foundations, without any mercy whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't want to say that. I'm just going to say gamer life.
You better hide, dude. Don't you know that it's dangerous to show your face when the cleanup brigades come into the camp? You're new here, aren't you?
Yeah, you could put it that way.
Well, welcome to your new home. I'm Hank, but everyone calls me the Hunter.
I'm... Michael. But what's going on up there?
Nothing, Mike, just routine. The cleanup brigades are taking away a sick person, a dissolved. You know how it is, just doing their job. Ironically, that house belongs to one of the camp moles. Those traitorous scumbags.
Brigades, dissolved, moles. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't remember anything.
Oh, I see, you're a blankhead. Well, you better get up to speed real quick if you want to survive here, Mike. Find me if you need help, dude. I can get you whatever you need. Doesn't matter where it is, how fast it runs, or where it tries to hide. That's why they call me the Hunter.
All right, I'll remember that.
Come back here! Don't take her away! Don't you know who I am? Come back here!
They shot that poor man in cold blood. But why did they do that? Hey, Hank?
Oh no, Hank has left me behind.
I'm afraid he's gone.
Okay, what the hell?
But what's happening? What is this? What the hell's going on here? Good God. I think I'm starting to lose my mind. I'm not going to do it. Too many things around me have already gone up in smoke. The entire world has been reduced to ashes.
First trophy down. Okay.
Ouch! Damn it! This vacant lot is full of trash and broken glass. I managed to rip open the sole of my foot in a rusty nail.
Hey, it's not a good idea.
Yeah, thanks.
The tip is yours to keep. But if you come near my things... Wait, I recognize you. Aren't you?
Yes, I am. Do you know Rod?
Of course I do. You owe him your life. Would do what he did for you. For a total stranger.
Yes, I'm very grateful to him. But tell me, Can I ask you a few questions? I've been hearing about an enormous explosion. The Great Wave. What on earth are they talking about?
What kind of question is that? Where have
Oh,
you
hey
been
man,
all
how's
this
it going?
time?
You haven't been around
Sleeping
for a
in
long time.
cave?
Well,
The Great... First we... Then...
the Dark Age.
The fact...
The New World.
Yes, indeed. Welcome.
Confi- Tell me about Rod Act.
What? Well... The price of human life.
Did
you...
Well...
Just be...
Let's see. I could swear that the lid is just the right size for this drum.
Well, that's good, man.
Perfect.
Damn it! What's going on? This damn shithole!
I'll have to do this quick. Well, let's see what... Ugh.
A person can't even
Wait a minute.
breathe in this hellhole anymore.
What the hell is this guy doing with so much plastic money?
This filthy shithole is going to be the death of us.
Let's see if I can do this. Good. The mechanism gave way on the first try, but the card is trashed. For my sake, I hope that guy outside never finds out about this.
This game is weird. Okay. Okay.
Okay, let's see how well this protruding bed spring can cut. I'll use a little of what's in the bottle to soak the bandages. Here goes. I'll use the bandages on my foot. I hope the alcohol is enough to keep it from getting infected. Let's pray this improvised remedy doesn't lead to a delightful case of gangrene.
What bastard put a lid on the drum? You're trying to suffocate me, you butt...
I think that guy out there just discovered the reason for a sudden coughing fit.
Some coward in this shithole wanted to suffocate me. Me? Who was it? Who was it? Come back here so I can give you back your lid, you son of a bitch!
Did you hear that noise, Rod?
I don't know. I think it's that poor drunk who's always hanging around the trailer. It's a good thing poor Colin can't hear us.
Don't ever say anything.
I'm sorry, honey. I wasn't thinking. What are you doing here? Get out of here! You've no business being in this room!
Rod, But what's going...
Get out of here, Michael! You didn't see anything. Excuse my outburst, Michael. I shouldn't... It's...
Away.
It's no use trying to hide it. You're bound to find out sooner or later. Colin is very sick, and the authorities claim his illness is highly contagious.
Highly contagious? The dissolved?
Michael! I won't let any... Yes.
And what exactly?
I don't know, Michael. The only news is what the army brings us. They say the disease is highly contagious, and it's our duty to... But no one has ever come back after being carried off in one of those ambulances.
Yes, of course.
They say that all the victims are condemned, that at the end of their suffering and their trances lies certain death. I think that even the army is afraid of the victims. Really
But how did Colin get...
We don't know. The only thing we know is that...
So the Great Wave brought the dissolve...
Yes, but don't use that word. It's so cruel. In effect, that's the only thing we know for sure about all this insane...
What's happening to Colin?
Well, Mike, I'm convinced that our finding you was no coincidence.
But you said you're...
No, it seems... But we can't...
So there's a drug...
Yes, and so it get us that... Colin's time...
Getting involved...
Infection? Are you... Without our help, you'd be dead right now. Dead.
Dead?
Don't forget that. What's more, I could help you in return. I could help you get back what you lost, don't you?
Give me back what I lost?
I know the essential part, Michael. I know that you're a
blankhead.
A blankhead is a person with no memory. It seems that the Great Wave had an enormous neurological impact on certain people, Michael. You're not the only one.
5,000's the max.
Worst case.
Pure
there
evil.
are people who even... Some ended up dying of starvation. They forgot what food looked like. You can consider yourself... The natural recovery is... But...
I'm great.
Listen, our...
Alright, I'll do it.
For God's sake, listen to...
I said I'll do it.
Goodbye.
No, Rod, wait. Bring a drug? Is he out of his mind? I can barely remember who I am. But Rod, he ought to get that.
Gotta go for some drugs.
Wait a minute. Before leaving, I should write down... It might come in handy, if, as Rod said...
Hey, what's up, Cade? I ain't seen you in a long time, man.
Nothing of interest. The floor of the room is littered with useless junk like this. But wait a minute. I think I can see something sticking out from under that piece of wood.
Hey! You filthy rat!
We've got nothing left for you to steal.
No, you've got it all wrong. I haven't come to take anything. But wait a minute. I recognize you. Weren't you with the man they shot out there a while back?
Yes? My name is Misha.
But what...
Oh, it,
What?
everyone living here in this camp envies us. What we have...
So...
Don't call him that! He collaborates with the forces of law and order.
And in this collaboration with law enforcement, wasn't turning in others of the dissolved one of your husband's duties?
Shut up! You're just like the rest, and what are the three of us gonna do when my husband... We'll lose everything! The house, the money, our privileges...
Oh no. Scuba diving flippers? Yeah.
Listen, Misha.
And just...
There's something important while I'm out there. I could also get... I've heard that things are better in the city. But first I need to get...
Like I told you. I don't trust you. Beat it!
If I want to get my... I have to do it. Listen to me. You told me... Then will you trust me?
I don't know. Bring me the food first. First you...
I'll do it. Hi, kids.
Hello, sir.
What are you up to?
We're doing target practice. Someday, we'll get...
How awful. These children must have seen the cleanup brigade. Poor kids. And how is the target?
Bad at the moment. We need a real target, or we'll never be able to hit those...
Yeah, we need a better target. Thank you. Now...
My name is Michael.
Hello, Michael.
Okay.
I need your help, boys.
How can we help you, Michael?
I have to get something, but your mother is very... It's a mission.
What do you want us to do?
I need you to get your mother out of the house for a few minutes. Do you think you can do...
Of course, we're...
I'll owe you. I promise to get...
Okay, let's do it.
A mission.
Oh, my head! What the hell's going on? Oh, God! My head feels like it's gonna explode!
Michael, please, help us! Help us! Please, remember, Beechwood Oracle.
Repent! It's the sun! Was it our fault? Did we do it? Yes! We did it!
Enough! Please! Enough!
Please, Michael, help us! Only you can do it. Remember, Beechwood Oracle.
Good God. What are these images? And that woman's voice. It's the same one that woke me up in the trailer. I'm trying to remember. Stop tormenting me. I hope Rod helps me find some answers. If not, I'll go mad.
I'll go mad.
Absolutely mad.
Greetings, pal. What's this? Are you proposing a trade? Because if you want...
What do you sell here?
Anything you can eat or drink. Anything for other types of goods? Talk to the... What do you need? Liquor?
I could use some...
You're in luck. We have some of these emergency food wraps. Among the neediest inhabitants of the camp. In the first... You know, a bunch of them just... What do you have to offer in...
I have this pack of cigarettes.
Virginia tobacco. There's not much of this in the camp. That's a good start. But it's not enough. The pack's been open and several cigarettes are missing. I'd need something more.
Would a bottle of liquor do?
Fantastic. I think that's a fair... I'll take both of them. Here you go, pal. The food...
Better be a lot of damn food in there. A bottle of liquor and a pack of smokes. Hey, what's up, Madman?
Better not. It's not that I don't trust my culinary skills, it's that this food is pre-cooked and ready to eat.
Boom. Hold on, one of my friends is writing me.
Here, this is what I promised you.
That's all the food you brought? This will barely feed us for 2 days.
I'm sorry, it's very complicated getting more in the camp. I only wanted to show you that you can trust me, that I can help you.
That's what all you rats in this trash heap say? But in the end, only thing you're interested in is taking advantage of my husband and me.
I've held up my part of the bargain. Isn't that proof enough? Listen, let me have that pass to get out of the camp, and I promise I'll come back with the morphine you need to ease your husband's suffering.
Ah, okay. But you better hurry. Here.
What's this? A bracelet?
It's like an ID badge. It won't... Did you bring...
No, not yet.
Then get... Don't come... There'll be a...
Yes.
Yes.
Go through that.
Do you need...
Wait a minute. Those
You heard him.
Wearing it on my wrist lets me get in and out of the camp without... Wearing it on my...
It's weird.
So, I enter the city. It welcomes me with its most merciless and bitter grimace. What I see before my eyes is not what I expected. Doomsday made it here, too. Even if no one in the refugee camp knows it yet. Damn it. The city looks as bruised and battered by the catastrophe as the rest of us.
Okay, there we go. Like, why didn't I get the trophy? Happy birthday, you were 30 today? That's odd. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Gotta check these kids. Okay.
Help me! Don't let... But don't make any noise.
But what is it you need me to do?
It's almost curfew. I need a place to hide. Well,
You need...
I up the blood. This morning we had to evacuate, and a few hours later, with 40 years of... But I can't let them take me to the camp. Please.
What is all...
Oh. I need... If this...
Impossible.
I need to get in.
I'm looking...
I don't think... No, what... Yeah,
Send us a...
Hey, wait a minute.
Are we guilty? Speak with you. Is this... Unleash your...
I'm getting a strong... But a sermon...
The ruins of the temple. The lion above the flames. We still have time.
Good idea. I can try to remove the damp earth. I've managed to excavate a little bit, but maybe I need something bigger that cuts better.
Illuminate us with your fiery voice, Lord. Send us a sign.
I think the man hanging on that cross has already had his share of nails.
Jeez. Alright, later, gamer life. Have a good night, man. Good luck with your tests.
This voice of your angels through the gash. That is your sign.
Let's see. If I wedge one of the ends of the plank under the statue's pedestal, the other part will rest directly on the base of the toppled column.
Hello. Listen! It's a fire, and I was right.
But what the hell's going on here?
Look! That's the sign! Forgive us.
It's the atmospheric phenomenon I've been hearing so much about. That is terrifying.
That is the sign! My children! God, that is salvation! We...
Something wrong with that, dude.
Well, look at that. Next to this enormous hunk of glass, the colored glass shards I picked up earlier look ridiculous. I'd better get rid of them. I'll do this very carefully, so that the glass doesn't break in two. Perfect. The hole I've dug is big enough to get to the other side of the fence.
All that with a piece of glass. Nice. Rotten fish. Yummy. Alright.
Good God. There are dozens, hundreds of corpses hanging from the branches. What could have drawn all these people? What kind of desperation?
Is this in Japan? There's lots of suicides
These are the corpses of ordinary who were living their ordinary lives. Could any of them have imagined meeting an end like this? Forgotten and nameless. And all those savages in uniforms did was close. They didn't even bother to cut their bodies down from... I'm afraid that tonight in suicide...
Jeez, dude.
Wait a minute. That guy is... the suicide victim who was hanging from this tree. No, don't do it, please.
No, don't do it.
Good God.
My dude's fucking crazy. That's all I know.
Forget it. They would make a pretty gruesome pinata.
Damn. Enjoy our games, our lemonade, and our awesome pinata. There's something wrong with this shit, man.
Maybe with the help of the... Damn it! I've managed to tear it down, but the subway sign is broken in two. What was formerly subway, I imagine...
Okay, I have a broken metal sign now. What do I do with that? It's a very interesting game, to say the least.
I could lasso it, like in the westerns. But even so, I'm sure that these goons would realize that the generator was missing right away. Okay, let's see if I can open this. Got it. Let's see. I'm sure that if I tug on it a little... Good. The upholstery came off along with one of the elastic bands that was holding it to the seat.
This just doesn't make sense. What the hell? I feel like I'm missing something.
It's the charred remains of a tree trunk. For the moment, it's holding... As dead as that tree is, it still looks strong enough to tie the rope to. I go down, I'll leave the heavy stuff here, in case the rope doesn't support my weight. Underneath the surface, there must be many more of these stone things I see stick. No doubt they're the remains of a structure that sank. It seems like a... I'll get my stuff.
You do that. Oh, the rusty nails were too heavy? Okay. Weird.
This quilted fabric fits the size of the window perfectly. First, I'll take down this advertising poster. Okay, let's try this. And let's cross our fingers that the seat cover absorbs the noise of the breaking glass. If the soldiers next door find me, they'll blow my head off without bothering to ask questions.
You've done it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm safe now. God bless.
Take care of yourself. Don't open the door. Frankly, I don't think that this is the sign Reverend Blake was talking about so fervently.
That's awesome.
The head of the lion above the flames. I think this must be yours.
The head of the lion. The head of the lion above the flames. The ruin. Salvation is the annihilation. There's still time. I have to return to the ruins of the temple. I have to go back to the ruins of the temple.
Wait a minute! Whew. There's no question in my mind. This man is a complete lunatic.
Lunatic.
I could toss it, but I doubt if those dogs are going to pick it up and return it to me. I'm afraid these beasts belong to a species that's somewhat harder to domesticate.
I did not want to go down. Nope.
So, let's see. I just made a primitive homemade slingshot.
Michael.
Hi, kids.
We got Mom out of the house. Now what about...
Yes. I think I have something you might like. I don't know if I'm doing... They're just kids. And this could get them... But their aim is amazing. And a little commotion besides. They want to do something for their father. And those pigs at the gate deserve a surprise.
What is it, Michael? Tell us, what is it?
I know it's something you're really going... It's a slingshot.
It's a slingshot.
Thank you, Michael. With this, we'll be able to hit the watchtowers.
Come on, let's try it.
That'll teach you, pigs.
Attention, all units in Sector 12. Report immediately to the North Watchtower. I repeat, report immediately.
They actually killed that dude.
What's going on? I don't know. It must be something serious. Come on, let's go.
You hit him!
Haha, yes!
You murdered him.
What do we do now?
I don't know. We've got to get out of here. Quickly! Run!
Yeah, run away.
I better take this with me.
The murder weapon? No. Hey, what's up, Juliana? Yes, it is. This is called Dead Synchronicity. It's supposed to be a really short one. It's kind of a dark game. There's some weird shit. Kind of just chilling with it. Getting the trophies, you know? It's a trophy game for sure.
Let's see what's on the other side of this hedge. No!
And it's freaky,
Please.
too. This guy has
Please.
issues, man.
My head!
You won't get any of his things. I won't allow it. Do you hear me?
Michael, is that you? Thank God we found you. It's me, Chris. Don't you recognize me? But there is a solution, Michael. All is not lost. There is still a possibility of salvation for us. For each and every one of us.
You have to stop this, Michael. You have to quit.
I can't do it.
It's destroying us, don't you see? It's killing us.
It's that demon inside me. I'm sorry.
Hey, what's happening, Omni?
These visions are getting more intense all the time.
Playing some trophy games
Pain
today.
is unbearable. Who's Chris? Salvation is still possible, he said. Could that be true?
No, dude.
Once again, that female
There's
voice
something wrong with
has
this
been haunting
game.
me since I woke up. Who is she? Why was she so distressed? What the hell happened to us? Or is going to happen to us? Okay, I'll wear the gloves to cut the electrified wire. Perfect.
That was one good cut.
Let's see what's... It's a trapdoor, and it looks like it hasn't been used in a long, long time.
Let's do it.
What is this place? Where the devil am I? It seems like the small building at the ground level is just camouflage. The most important part is here underground. Are all of them dissolved? How many patients can there be packed in here? Dozens? Hundreds? This is horrible!
Yeah, there's something wrong with all these people.
Let's see if this... Perfect. There's a bunch of papers stuck to the door of the closet. There seems to be some type of bureaucratic form among them.
Yeah, let's just get out of here. This is a weirdly designed game, too. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's strange.
Hello, friend. You look lost.
It's done, but maybe it...
As long as those uniformed psychopaths don't decide to end our little get-together.
Hey, look. What? They say that place is a real... So, you've come back from the dead.
Well... Thanks for the... But before I go...
Yes, of course. You can't...
But it's locked up. You can't get in.
If you can't find it. That medical center you were...
Suicide Park.
Did you say...
And the first dark stars come out to hang from the sky. We could...
When the sun... Yes. But what the...
After ease...
I did not want to talk to you.
I told... Don't...
Oh, hold on. I totally screwed that up. Damn it.
Their corpses.
Yo, what's up, Hopper?
I'd rather use a key to open this case, but I'm a bit short on time. So...
Who is it? Who's there?
Oh,
What are you doing here? Have you come to steal something? Take one more
No, wait, please, don't do that.
Security? This is Nurse Uma
No, wait! Wait a minute. Did you say Uma? Nurse Uma?
Yes, that's my name.
Wait, please don't turn me in. I know your father. I saved his life just a few hours ago. They were going to deport him to the refugee camp, but I was able to stop it.
My God, did you say my father? Tell me, how is he? Has anything happened to him?
Don't worry, Uma. He's safe. He told me about you and your work in this place. Wait, please...
This is Nurse Uma Grundy. It turned out to be a false...
Thank you, Uma. My name is Mike.
But now you should explain. What are you...
I came to get medicine.
Cure? You won't find it. The authorities distributed a memo among the medical staff months ago. I'm sure you can still find a copy of it around here somewhere. It told us that they've definitely abandoned the search for a medicine. You made him the only, but also, I'm sorry.
No. Oh, man. But I heard...
But that I think... That's it, and
the cleaning brigade. You got that's. But I.
This, but we at the. What there it and. You they and they.
Wait.
When all and took the.
Morphine. Ching. I got the drugs. On this game, I am not sure. They haven't really said anything about it yet.
Let's see. And a time.
All I know is there was a wave, and it's
Bingo.
Blew stuff away, like the whole world ended. But they don't really explain even what that was.
According to one of the cleanup brigade's forums, This is the device they use to navigate during their raids. Sort of like an electronic map. It looks like some satellites are actually still working after the Great Wave. Something I could easily confirm.
And then a whole bunch of people are sick.
Batteries in it.
Okay, now I'm done here. Yeah, and all these people got sick from it. They're calling them the Dissolved. No idea what any of it means. Anyway, Hopper, how's your day if you're still here?
I guess while I was in the subterranean hospital, the soldiers called. What are you doing out here, ma'am?
It's my brother. He's disappeared.
What do you mean?
Well, we haven't seen him since he spoke to you. Since he ran, we've been searching.
And you don't have any...
No.
Hours?
Besides,
I don't think it's been hours.
The camp is closed, Rat. Get away from the gate.
But I have to come in. It's urgent. What happened?
There's no understanding you worms. Always wanting to get out of here. Once you're outside, you're dying to get back. One of our soldiers, and the camp will remain closed, so take...
There was an attack?
Yes. Someone hit one of the sentries in the watchtowers with a rock. He was killed. Luckily, it seems there was a witness who saw the perpetrators launch the projectile. But we never trust the testimony of a rat. So we're waiting for the criminals to confess, or for the murder weapon to turn up.
I don't think it's going to take very long to get the truth out of these kids. Or to find the weapon they used to commit the crime.
Good God. What have I done? I knew I shouldn't have gotten them mixed up in this. But they're just a couple... What are you planning on doing with them?
Killing an official is punishable by... And martial law is... They acted as adults. As soon as they confess, or we find the weapon they used to commit... Do you have a problem?
You're nothing but a gang of warped psycho...
One more word and I'll blow your head off right now, bastard. I couldn't care less what privileges that bracelet... Get out of my...
Those pigs are gonna kill the boys. I'll be responsible for their... I have to do... Before I go down, in case the... Jesus! It's the corpse... His neck is broken. In his delirium, he must not have seen the rope I left tied around the tree. It must have fallen from the top when he was trying to get down here. But what the hell was he looking for here? Let's see what's in here. Good idea. I could use Reverend Blake as a scapegoat to protect those children.
Damn.
On the other hand, him being one of the most famous and I doubt anyone would believe my story if I accuse him of attack. Damn it. Those bastards in uniform, for God's... And I have to do...
Okay, calm down, bud.
This is gonna be hard. Very hard. But those children are innocents in all this. And those ruthless savages are about to kill them in cold blood. I have no other choice. God damn it! Had the visions again! Not now.
I have to do this. I've got to do this.
My head! You've got to stop this, Michael. I can't stand it anymore. This has to end.
I can't help it. It's that demon. You know I can't help it.
Please, Michael. Please. Make it stop.
Yes. That tiny, cowardly demon. I remember. Digging its claws into your soul like a jagged piece of glass. Whispering in your ear that what you're doing is right. Because nobody has the...
Dude, I'm just chopping this dude's face up. What the hell? Might as well finish it off.
I remember it. I remember. I can smell it, feel it, touch it. No, please, don't do it. No! That cowardly demon, that dark and intimate specter that only you know, that gains strength in this new world. That brutal sensation of acid running through your veins. Little by little, anything good and decent you might have left inside you, turning it into pain, rot, and emptiness. Good God, what have I done? What have I done? Why are you showing me this? Please, answer me. Who was I before the catastrophe? Before the world collapsed? Do I really want to know? God, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of myself. Oh, my head! What the hell's going on? Oh, God! My head feels like it's gonna explode!
Michael, please, help us! Help us! Please, remember.
Alright, this is kind of dumb, but for a trophy, I have to replay all 3 of these.
Repent! It's the sign! Was it our fault? Did we do it?
Yeah, dude, this game's fucking awesome.
We did it!
Enough!
It's
Please,
fucked up, but it's
enough.
awesome.
Please, Michael, help us. Only you can do it. Remember, Beechwood or...
Good God. What are these images? And that woman's voice. It's the same one that woke me up in the trailer. I'm trying to remember. And stop tormenting me. I hope Rod helps me find some answers. If not, I'll go mad. Absolutely mad. No! Please! These visions! My head!
You won't get any of his things. I won't allow it. Do you hear me? Michael, is that you? Thank God we found you. It's me, Chris. Don't you recognize me? But there is a solution, Michael. All is not lost. There is still a possibility of salvation for us. For each and every one of us.
You have to stop this, Michael. You have to quit.
I can't do it.
It's destroying us, don't you see? It's killing us.
It's that demon inside me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. These visions are getting more intense all the time. The pain is unbearable. Who's Chris? Salvation is still possible, he said. Could that be true? And once again, that female voice that's been haunting me since I woke up. Who is she? Why was she so distressed? What the hell happened to us? Or is going to happen to us? This is gonna be hard. Very hard. But those children are innocents in all this. And those ruthless savages are about to kill them in cold blood. I have no other choice. God damn it! I had the visions again! Not now. I have to do this. I've got to do this. My head!
You've got to stop this, Michael. I can't stand it anymore. This has to end.
I can't help it. It's that demon. You know I can't help it.
Please, Michael. Please. Make it stop.
Yes. That tiny, cowardly demon. I remember. Digging its claws into your soul like a jagged piece of glass. Whispering in your ear that what you're doing is right. Because Because nobody has the authority to tell you otherwise. I remember it. I remember. I can smell it, feel it, touch it.
No, please, don't do it. No!
That cowardly demon, that dark and intimate specter that only you know, that gains strength in this new world. That brutal sensation of acid running through your veins, corroding, little by little, anything good and decent you might have left inside you, turning it into pain, rot, and emptiness. Good God, what have I done? What have I done? Why are you showing me this? Please, answer me. Who was I before the catastrophe? Before the world collapsed? Do I really want to know? God, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of myself.
Kind of a weird, short little game. Gives you a trophy for replaying videos that you've just watched. Okay, how do I get out of here now? There we go. That's messed up, dude. So yeah, those are all the cutscenes if you missed any of them.
You have to let those You've got the wrong...
What are you in? You better have a good or we'll splatter your brains all over the wall of shame, and then use the kids for target practice.
I know who the guilty party is. I know who committed the...
Hey, we've got to hear. Start talking, rat.
Okay, here goes. I hope those pigs take the bait, because if they find out the truth, I'm a dead man.
The murderer was a deranged man I met in the city. He told me he was desperate. Tired of the humiliation and violence. He was determined to do something. I didn't believe him at the time, but now I see that he was. After the attack, he committed suicide by jumping into the cesspit next to the camp road. His face is unrecognizable from hitting the rocks and scraping against the... But I'm sure you'll find the murder weapon next...
We'll check out your store.
We're approaching what looks like a body. It looks like that worm was right. Over.
What a mess. What the hell happened to his face?
Meh, who cares?
We found the guilty party. Let those kids go.
You can come in now.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I brought the morphine for your husband. This woman in this house. Let's get this over with as...
So you've come for your money?
You offered it to me. I didn't ask...
No, you're right. That's what we agreed. I'm an honest woman. I think you have a very wrong impression of me. Take your money.
All right. Thank you.
Chang, chang, chang.
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around the camp.
Wait! Michael, is it money that you want? I have more money. I still have some savings. I'm sure we can figure...
I don't understand.
My husband is about to die. Without him, the soldiers don't even show us any respect anymore. A while ago, they broke in here to take them away, and it didn't matter to them in the least. But if you stay here, all that could change. I could arrange for you to become... You're not like the rest of those rats. We'd be important again. We'd keep our privileges. Or do you want to be just another beggar in this sewer? Stay here with us, Michael.
No. I don't doubt for a second that this woman would be capable like a cornered scorpion. I don't think that would be a good idea. It would be better for me to leave. Take good care of those boys.
Yeah, get out.
She was just trying to marry me, and now get out of here,
any
you
of you.
disgusting rat.
But I won't give you the satisfaction, you disgusting rats. But you won't see me crawling.
A cornered scorpion that are closing in. I think it would be best not to speak to this woman
ever again. Yikes.
Hello, Mr. Sleepyhead.
Excuse me?
You're Mr. Sleepyhead. I saw you sleeping and I'm so glad you're...
I wasn't asleep.
No, you like a big... Sometimes I used to watch you sleeping in Rod's house, and you would grunt in your sleep like a bear. A great big lazy bear, Mr. Sleepyhead.
They're just crazy,
but I'm glad
too.
You're awake now. You sound like a knight in a fairy tale.
Mr. Sleep?
No, my name is...
There's something odd about it. It's true that she's very young. Nice to meet you. So,
Of course. Well, Rod and his wife, we're very good friends.
yes,
Do you want me to tell you a...
of course.
I have your old clothes. The ones you were wearing when Rod and his wife found you. I have them in the van. They were going to throw them away, but they gave... It'll be cold now that winter's come.
Your baby.
Yes, I have a baby, but he's not with me right now. He got lost. Have you seen him? Do you know... I have another secret to tell you.
Back in the van, Ro. Move your ass.
Another secret? Just a minute.
Get in that van. It's a very important secret, Mr. Sleepyhead. But first I have to find my...
Come on, Rose, you heard me. You don't want to get us mad now, do you?
Is she like a prostitute?
I have to go. Goodbye, Mr. Sleepyhead.
Poor girl. She's obviously mentally ill. She's just a little girl.
And you, if you want to go in there with her, you gotta pay like everybody else.
Wow.
I brought money. Let me see.
Hey, this is a lot of...
So,
More than enough. This'll get you into Rose's van for the rest of the night. All you can eat. Have a good time
Ew.
with our Minnie Mouse. But be careful with... You break it, you buy it.
yeah.
This shit's just getting weirder and weirder.
Hello, Mr. Sleepyhead. You came back.
Hello, Rose.
Are you here to save me? They won't let me leave here to look for him. I don't have anyone else. That's why you came back. Or did you come back for the other thing? Do you want me to take off my clothes and lie down on the mattress?
I'd like to talk to you, Rose.
Yes, Mr. Sleepyhead. I know a secret about you, but I'm not...
Why not?
Because you haven't... I asked you to help me and you haven't done it. Aren't we friends anymore?
Yes, of course. But Rose, please. I need to...
Okay, I'll give you a... I have something of yours from before the Great Wave. It's the key for you to lock and unlock your chest of dreams. But I won't give it to you unless I can hold my baby again.
The key to my chest of dreams? I don't know what
Jesus,
the devil
man.
she's talking about. But if it's something from before the Great Wave, no doubt it could help me recover my past. Rose, I don't have time for games. Give me what...
No, no! Please bring me my baby. Have you seen the picture of my baby and me? It was... I have no one else. Bring him to me!
Hey, pal! You can have a good time with our Minnie Mouse, but don't mess up the merchandise! Don't make us come in there. You know how it works. You break it...
All right, Rose, calm down. No,
It's because of them. They don't let me go any farther than... They say I have to be ready, in case... They only let me go see Rod and Colin in their trailer.
And why don't you run away?
Those men are too scary, Mr. Sleepyhead. They yell at me and hit me if I don't do what they say. Sometimes they lock me in here. And I'm afraid the soldiers... They say they'll call them. And if I don't behave... I'm so afraid of the dark. Colin is afraid of the dark, too. Before he got sick, I like the light better. Do you like...
Yes, they're very pretty, Rose.
It's like it's Christmas every day, isn't it? But the one who scares me most is the hunter. He's always ordering everyone around.
Well, I don't like this part very much.
He even gives orders to those men outside. He's like a horrible... I get the shivers every... But I like your voice very much, Mr. Sleepyhead. You sound like a knight in a fairy tale. And I'm your princess.
You said you...
I don't know. The last time they said they told me that... Did you see? But someone took... You see, I had... Do you like to dream?
It depends on the...
I dream about my... The sun came... This room is dark. And some... Have you brought me...
That poor girl is mortis. It looks like her mind hasn't been able to Someone needs to get her... No, Rose. I haven't brought... Goodbye, Rose.
No. Don't... Will you help me, Mr. Sleepyhead? Be my knight in shining armor.
I'll try, Rose. It's a page torn out of a very old magazine. In her delirium, poor Rose thinks it's a photograph of her and her baby taken before the Great Wave.
Huh? So...
I don't have anything else to discuss with you two.
Okay, come back any... You paid for her. The door to the van is open.
Dumb.
Michael, thank God you've come back. Colin is worse. His trances are getting longer and deeper. My wife and I are afraid the end is near. Please tell me that you've brought the...
This is going to be very hard. I own that. I'm sorry, Rob. It's an army report. It says that the cure we were talking about doesn't exist. That it never existed.
No.
Later, Hopper.
But there has to be a cure. The vulture's waiting for the... Colin himself...
Calm down.
Don't! But that...
Listen to me, Rod. I've done everything in my power to find the drug, but there is no such thing. Try to understand. There's no cure for the dissolved.
The dissolved? I warned you, Get out of here!
Wait, Rod.
Help you?
Michael? I have a message.
My God, it's Colin.
Michael! Michael, please! She told me to talk to you.
Where do you think you're going? Don't you dare go into that room. You're not welcome in this house anymore.
But the boy, he called out...
Colin's delirious. He doesn't even...
Michael! Michael!
Damn you. Don't go near that... Listen, Michael. We have a gun in that room with 2 bullets in it. Don't make me waste...
Right? Then we'll have to line our heads up and hope it goes through both. What the hell, man?
And as for you, vultures, drawn by the scent of death, I won't let you take anything. You hear me? Not a single thing! When this is over, when he's gone, I'll make sure there's nothing left for you.
You won't get anything!
You won't get anything.
God damn.
Let's see what's in here. There's nothing coming out of the hole. Let's see what's in. There's nothing coming. Okay, so we'll make a hole. Blah. This must be the poisonous concoction they serve as a bear. The drum is already empty enough. I think I can now get rid of this old hand drill.
All right.
With its content. This is the only way I can.
What the hell is going?
Another powerful.
This damn sewer. Everything's okay, can't? And you?
It would be better if they didn't.
Hey, look. How could that? I don't know. Maybe the bunch of idiots. The cable.
Yep. And here are the tools he used to do it. Gloves and a...
Damn it. I can kiss that stuff goodbye.
Sabotage? Someone sabotage?
I haven't a thing.
What happened, Hank?
Hey, Mike. Nothing in particular. Some idiotic camp electrician wanted to practice on. We'll give him a fitting reward. So, tell me.
I wanted to talk...
Business? Of course. I'm sure. Come inside. And you? All right, dude. So...
The last time I was here.
Of course, Mike. I want to help you. I really do. But
how much is it gonna...
Save your cash for those poor devils. I can see the future, dude. I can smell... And that stupid paper will be worth...
So what is it you want?
The only liquid asset still worth anything in this... Fuel. Bring me gasoline. Anything that can make a motor or... These are dark days. You bring me the fuel.
It's obvious that I don't have anything like that.
Then I'm sorry to have no fuel, but you're a smart guy.
I should be going now. But first, I was able to talk to Rose and those two bastards who are exploiting her. Your business stinks to high heaven, Hank.
Watch your mouth, and this is not the...
That poor girl is disturbed.
Do you want to talk about justice? It's funny that you... And wasn't it you who paid... So, did you... Tell me. What are those... I suppose my informants are mistaken. That to the disappearance of a certain... Michael? Now, who the hell do you...
But... Oh, wait, there's an explanation.
Of course, there's an explanation. But don't you worry, Mike. I see it. I like you, dude, because deep down, our true nature is coming out in all its glory. You just need the courage to act on it.
You're wrong.
I hope for your sake, you're a predator. Don't make the mistake of turning into... And when it comes, it's given us Rose just like the rest of us. Ain't it grand, dude? It's only now that
Too
we're
many
truly
dudes.
free to... But don't get me wrong. The right to defend herself is hers. So be careful with the heroic gestures, Mike. You touch us and I'll rip your skin.
Alright, dude, you need to come here, man.
Yes. You've made yourself... I should be...
Okay, Mike.
Hey, Hank.
Okay, what are you in there yelling?
I know where you can get
That
more
you're done?
fuel than you've ever dreamed of.
Don't call me that again, dude.
Okay,
like I
get
told
it.
you, that man died in the Great Wave. But you have information like that is...
A few hours ago, I found a way to get into the medical center. It's much bigger than it looks like from the outside. And it uses enormous generators to power it to let... They're storing
You're not,
hundreds
like,
of
in
barrels
trouble.
of fuel
You
in
can
huge
walk
depot,
around and get stuff.
which is hidden behind...
Yeah.
No, but I do have the key that will let you and your men get them out of it. It's a vehicle pass for entering the comp...
That's a very interesting story, dude. I'll have to do some checking. But it sounds... Now, if what you're saying is true, you're going... But if you're lying, I'll find you wherever you try to hide. And I'll maul you with my paws right on the spot.
So you'll give me the batteries in exchange for the ID?
Deal. The ID is now mine.
2 batteries for an ID.
Okay, let's... Huh, it works. But what do we have here? It's a list with hundreds of names.
Hey, Mike, wait. Before you go. I've been thinking of...
A deal?
Yeah, listen. All that to...
Of course.
I'm talking... What is...
Oh, I don't need... Do you know...
Yeah. He still thinks he's a real...
They have a young... I can't tell... You have... Keep them...
You never... I don't... Bring me the... And I pro... And Mike...
I don't know what... But I have... Deal. But nobody...
Bring me that...
Okay. 24. The map shows me a place near... Let's go have a look.
Alright, I'm gonna get them set up for a second. I'll be right back. Is it good? You like it, Cole? You just simply say my name. You can move around and get your stuff, right? You don't have to ask to get off the table again. Something like that. What? I can't hear. I was thinking about it. Hi. Okay. This game's very interesting.
I don't have a good feeling about the deep red of the cover. I'm not going to take one. The sign says, emergency exit. Beechwood Oracle book. Well, it seems that in spite of the warning, and now, I no longer have the slightest doubt as to the... Doesn't look like it's going to be complicated. Done.
Hey, wait a...
I don't see...
Look at that building!
I think you're a little paranoid tonight. Come on.
Shut up! I bet all this is because of those pestilent beasts that have been bothering us since we got... I can't stand them!
I better not let those two psychopaths down there. The lights are broken and burnt out. I'm not going to waste time on this.
There is lots of, like, jokes with these dead bodies.
Okay, I'll use the can to avoid touching those disgusting fish with my hands. It's useless. I should just accept the idea that these fish won't ever swim in freedom again.
Never again will they be free.
There you are, you mangy beast! Now I've... Ow! Goddamn revolting cats! Sooner or later I'll get each and every last one of you! I promise you!
Don't get mad. Your technique's improving. You almost got one this time.
Shut up!
Now I get it.
Well, that wasn't
What
too
the
bad.
shit? Why does nothing work right in this filthy city?
Looks like a voltage surge. Suppose you think the cats are to blame.
Shut your mouth! I'm not...
It rains over the building, with its crown of twisted antennas and broken. On the rim, there's a shiny object. They crisscross the building facade from top to bottom. This system of staircases is... Hey, wait a minute. I've seen this place before. I've been here. I recognize this rooftop. Those trees, the park, the statue. Tomorrow comes today. Of course, the photo from the poster. It was shot from someplace in this very building. But what's the meaning of all this?
What's the
Could
meaning?
it be that the voice wasn't actually trying to lead me to that burned out bookstore down there, but rather to this building? To this place?
This dude's weird. Alright, first let me get a bucket.
There's a piece of paper stuck to the door, and it looks like let's see what it says. There's a metal plaque on the wall next to the door. Michael Argent, photographer. I can't believe it. This is the apartment of a man named Michael, an apartment located above the Beechwood Oracle bookstore, and in the building where the photograph on the poster was taken. Can all this really be a coincidence?
Could
It's
it
hard
be?
to believe, but is it possible that the voice in my head has been guiding me to my own...
Very strange.
Isn't it time for you to go?
That ignorant bastard is starting to... Yes. By the way, how did the chase go?
You'd better go. It's not tonight.
You shut your mouth, you rat! Or those beasts are possessed! And I'm going to...
I'm sure that would make... Just one more... Try to stay away from the...
I've warned you, you filthy rat! You've worn out my patience! This'll teach you to treat me with a little more respect! I'm going to wipe that stupid grin off your face! Ouch! This is the only language you shitheads from the refugee camp understand!
Oh, I
So,
see.
you're going to treat me with respect now! aren't you?
Come on, leave him alone. And it's in our interest to keep him alive.
Well, you said another day, I'll
I don't think doing this would serve any purpose.
Accept a trophy.
These stains mark the spot where that bloated site. Now I can say I've made. Wait a minute. And all that. It's a fragment of what am I.
Grayson. Just a little bit, okay? Hi.
Okay. Before I go down, in case the rope. I'll get my stuff.
Like, there's no purpose to drop all that stuff there. There just isn't. It's ridiculous. I drop it, I do whatever, I pick it back up. It's dumb.
Here goes. Maybe we... Now that the fire is out, let's see. I'll use... Let's see. The bad news is that I just used up all the electrical tape. The great wave may be making me lose my... But I'm still not crazy enough to want to put a piece of burnt plastic in a...
Look at him sleeping, isn't he cute? That's weird. Weird. Weirdo. Hey, I gotta do weird things for trophies sometimes, it happens. I don't want to deal with this Rose person at all anymore because this whole edge of this town is super effed. Those little kids away.
Thank you, Mr. Sleepyhead. This... Now I can rock my... But now I need you to find the baby. I won't tell you your secret if you don't bring me my baby.
Okay. I'm not proud of what I'm about to do. And if she wants her, I'll give her back. I brought you your...
Did you bring me my baby? Did you bring him? Thank you so much, Mr. Sleepyhead. You kept your word. You brought me my baby!
Now I need you to tell me that secret you promised to reveal if I brought what you asked.
Yes, our secret. I have something that belongs. It's the key and now?
But it's a real key.
I found it in your jacket after Rod and his wife gave me. When I got to my room, the key. I had just seen you sleeping in their trailer. It was the key to the chest, because you like to dream. Of course you do. That's why your name is Mr. Sleepyhead.
The key that opens my chest. Thank you very much. Take good care of. I should be going.
No, please. Now that I found my baby, I have to get away from here. If you leave, more men will come and hurt me, and they'll lock me up in the dark again. And I can't stand the dark. That's when those soldiers come back, and now they'll want to hurt my...
The hunter was clear. Well, there'll be hell to... I'm sorry, Rose.
Mr. Sleepyhead, don't let them touch me. You have to get me out of here. Like the night in the storm.
Good God. This is unbearable. Victims and execution. And what was I? What was my role? Damn it. I can't just leave that poor girl to her fate. Even if I don't know what... I'll help you, Rose.
Thank you. Do you promise?
Yes.
Well, I mean, at least I'm trying to, like, help her. See, and Sharkbait asked if I was just going to be playing boring games. This game's kind of hilarious. And super, super messed up. Now, why do I have to do that? Yeah.
Let's see if... Yes, the key... Union Country... Now I understand. It seems... Union Country... Sandy... Solstice... The New Truth. The title of this publication appears in the front page. It can't be. It's me. This photo. I remember it. I remember this photograph.
Please, Michael, help us. Only you can do it.
And this woman is... she's... Emily. She's my wife. Now I remember her. The person who's been communicating with me all this time. Emily.
I love you, Michael.
And I now pronounce you...
Don't ever leave me.
I won't.
I have something to tell you, Michael.
Are you really? Oh, yes!
Things are not going well between us, Michael. You know that.
It's only a rough patch. You'll see. It's all your fault!
You have to get on top of this, Michael. It's destroying both of us. I'm afraid of you.
Shut up! Shut up! Everything will be different. Remember that vacation we took to the beach? When we were getting to know each other? Everything will go back to the way it was.
Promise me.
I promise. Oh, Emily, what does all this mean? Where are you? How can I find you? What are these messages you keep repeating in my head? I've lost my mind. I've lost my mind. That's the only logical explanation for this. Oh, Emily. My poor Emily. Where are you? How can I find you? Of course. The letters T and T on the letterhead of Sarah and Chris's note stand for the newspaper, The New Truth. I'll enter the address of the newspaper office. The map indicates, will it still be standing?
Let's go find out. Yeah, I think Michael drank too much and upset his wife.
Good God, Michael, is that you?
There's no question about it. That's the person I saw in my vision. The person mentioned in the note I found in my house. What was his name? Hello, Chris.
Come in, quickly. It's dangerous to be out on the streets at this hour. Michael, I'm so glad to see you again. After all that time...
It looks like he's... What can I...
I'm all...
And while I tell him everything I can remember, the few things in my memory since waking up in Rod's trailer, I see a mixture of tenderness and compassion on his face. Something I haven't seen in anyone else since waking up in this hellhole. I haven't the slightest doubt. I can trust this man.
I'm sorry for...
I don't know if I can.
I had been trying to get in touch with you for a long... Now as a matter... Tell me.
Sarah? I just found this handwritten note on the door. That's all.
Of course, forgive me. You already told me that you were blanked. Sarah is my wife. Emily and she were close friends. In fact, they ran the Beechwood Oracle bookstore together, right below your apartment.
Yeah, Juliana, I did.
I want we could...
What the hell are you talking?
Good God, Emily.
But that's...
You yourself told Sarah and me on the phone, a little while before you returned home. It happened while the two of you were in Japan, scarcely a few days before the Great Wave hit.
Well, I didn't get all the trophies, but I got the platinum.
To do a photo essay on those strange lights
There's still some
that had been
DLC.
sighted in the sky over Tokyo. So you got all your photography equipment together and set off right away. Emily went with you. You two decided to use the trip as a chance to work on your marriage, which had been in trouble for a long time. You were in bad shape, Michael. Your financial problems, her miscarriages, your violent, self-destructive nature. Emily couldn't take it anymore. You were putting her through too much back then.
Things are not going well between us, Michael. You know that.
It's only a rough patch. You'll see.
It's all your fault!
You have to get on top of this, Michael. It's destroying both of us. I'm afraid of you.
I can't help it. It's that demon. You know I can't help it.
From what you told us, things were getting better. After so many years, both of you were starting to rediscover each other.
Everything will be different. Remember that vacation we took to the beach? When we were getting to know each other? Everything will go back to the way it was.
Promise me.
I promise.
Until one night in your hotel, Emily started to feel sick. It all happened very fast. She was having fainting spells, vomiting, running a fever. You took her to the nearest hospital where she was admitted immediately.
Emily, what's happening? Emily! Emily!
And a few hours later, they told you she was dead. They wouldn't even let you see her body. They wouldn't let you see her. The Japanese authorities hustled you off on the next plane out. It was all very strange and disconcerting. And the very night you arrived, the Great Wave hit.
Oh, Emily. Now I remember it. I remember everything.
I remember her pale, haggard face when she took my hand. Don't worry. It's nothing. Everything will be all right, she was saying, while they were wheeling her deep into the hospital. And she waved goodbye to me, forcing a smile to cover her fear. And then I saw it.
Yo, what's that flow effect? What's the darkness?
I could see how time was stopping. Little by little. In her eyes.
Emily can't be dead. She talks to me. I've been...
From the little we were able to talk to you before you got back, we could see that her death, you felt extremely guilty for the way you treated her. You said you would never... It's possible that but it's also possible that what...
If Emily died before the Great Wave,
Let me tell you, in spite of the catastrophe, at the New Truth, we've never stopped working. And since the Great Wave, our contacts and confidential sources haven't stopped. The most incredible and chilling thousands, no, millions of unexplained phenomena are taking place simultaneously. We're living through the strangest and most confusing times in our history. And any hypothesis, no matter how, even what you just, there's no question that something extraordinary is happening all over the world. The emergence of the design and our gradual approach to the dead synchronicity.
Dead synchronicity, you say? Seriously though, what is it? What's the darkness?
Dead? It's very difficult. We're still so short of information. Time is running out. The Great Wave triggered a landslide of death and destruction that's accelerating. And the end.
Look around you, Chris.
If the theory about the approach of the future that awaits us will make everything we've seen up to now, the arrival of the dead synchronicity, the end of the laws of nature, the laws of, and with them, of course, the end of the human species on the face of the earth. And indeed, in some cases, but the good news is that if this hypothesis is correct, reverse the
situation? You mean avoid the future you're talking about? Avoid the consequences of the Great Wave? Is that possible?
Of course it is. How can I explain it to you? No, not yet. It would be too complex for you to understand, and I don't want to create any false hope. I can't tell you anything more for the time being. We need more information, more sources, and we need them urgently.
I need answers too. Where can I find the information you need? How can I help you?
A few days ago, he told us he had a bombshell of the results of all the investigations conducted to date on the Great Wave, the design. It's a real gold mine, Mike.
And where is that?
The same day she left the note at your house, Sarah was supposed to, which had been the safest place in the city, but she never came back, Michael. And she'd taken refuge in your apartment. Yes, I know. If you want to help us, Michael, get us that but I know that it's vitally important that we get it.
Yeah, he would be killed immediately. Messing around with a wheelchair.
I've marked the exact spot where the meeting was. It's a.
I do think that I need some Dead Rising. Ooh, nope. I don't want to go through there. Come on. Need the manhole now. Because I'm about to enter their manhole.
The crowbar fits perfectly into the hole in the manhole cover. Here goes. This is the place marked on the map, the place where Sarah and her confidential source were found. There's a very familiar sound coming from the depths of the tunnel behind this grate. It's a subway train. I don't get it. If they boarded up the subway stops and shut down the subway service, what the devil are those trains?
Stalker. Alright. Just get this done. We're almost finished. Short game.
My God! Sarah! A bullet's torn off her jaw, but her face is still recognizable. Poor Chris. How am I going to break this to him?
She did. Dude, this game is super fucked up.
Hello, Chris.
Michael, tell me, did you find Sarah?
I brought the report.
Oh, that's great. Ah, damn. I was expecting a paper dossier. We have a serious
problem.
We're not in the old, and access to electricity is a privilege. The good news is that I was able to save. The bad news is that we...
What can we do?
If we want to find... Bring me it, but tell me, did you find... Why didn't she come...
I'm sorry, Chris. God. It looks like she and your confidential source were... I found Sarah's body in one of the graded tunnels. I took the report out of her hands.
Oh, my poor... Please, do it.
I'll do what I can.
Now.
Bastards. Bastards!
What do we have? As one would expect, there are only old magazines. No, wait a minute.
Film. Alright.
Perfect. The tab that closes the film compartment is broken. I can't use it like this. I need something to hold it.
Luckily, I have a broken tooth.
The tooth fragment fits perfectly into the slot for the broken tab. Now I can close the film compartment. Before leaving his house, he's gazing in Sarah's photo in silence. Maybe I should have lied about what happened to her and just waited for the truth. What good?
What else could I possibly do to these dead bodies? Let's take a picture.
I think it would be too morbid to photograph. Let's see what this... All right. I think let's take a look. Perfect.
But I already took the crowbar and the rope, you know, from that girl or guy right there that I just cut down earlier.
I brought what we agreed.
Fantastic, Mike. This is incredible. Those pigs are... and all within our reach. With your ID, all we have to do is go into the car. You've just made me...
Now you have to...
You know... you...
But remember...
You have... only...
Oh, but...
Well, what if...
Yeah, I'm... It's none of your...
Listen, for... But... You're... Adios, dude.
Oh, I would. This sounds like a perfect first date room.
Wait a minute. What's that noise? Why is everyone fleeing? What's going on? The cleanup brigades are coming. And they're heading for Rod's trailer. God damn it! The hunters turned them in! That animal turns Colin and his family in!
No, he's not sick. It's a mistake. Don't take him away. It's all a misunderstanding.
It's just a question of minutes before those bastards break into the trailer and take the boy.
Oh, that's annoying.
You're not coming in here! My son!
Okay, I've got to act fast. The noise the ambulance makes will cover the sound of the glass breaking.
Michael?
Yes, Colin. But...
Emily told me a lot about... She gave me a message. What's all that noise outside?
It's... Your parents will be... But it's impossible for you to have spoken...
Yes, Emily is always with me. She's there. Emily gave me a message, Mike.
Emily?
Yeah.
No. Is...
Emily and she can you can you
We're connected. What is that? I don't want to...
Michael, help me. It hurts so much. Make it stop.
Colin, what's happening?
Make it stop.
Please.
Colin!
My God.
You just got some of that blood in your mouth, homie.
I have to get out of here!
Hey, get out of our way and let us do our job. No, don't go in there. I beg of you.
My son! My son!
Colin, no. No!
God damn, dude, this game is messed up.
Damn it. I can't breathe. If it's true that there's a way to change all this, I have to find it now. I don't think I can stand it any longer. I don't think anyone can.
Well, they left quickly.
Hello, Mr. Sleepyhead. Have you come to help us?
I don't know whether who I was before the Great Wave entitles me to make any kind of moral judgments. But what I do know is that the Hunter and his men are a real cancer in this new world, which is the only thing that really counts right now. The girl has a right to defend herself, that bastard said. So someone should give her the chance to do that. It's only fair, right? I can't get you out of here, Rose. I'm sorry. You're the only one that can do it.
Thank you.
As she was picking up the revolver, she gave me a look of determination that I didn't know she had in her. Rose acted so quickly that I barely saw what happened through the crack in the door of her van. Her hand was steady, even when the second man begged for his life, sobbing and groveling on the floor. The bullet went right through his heart. Blood splattered all over her white dress. And then she let the revolver drop and sat down, lost in her own world. And she didn't do or say anything else, holed up in her tiny, delirious inner landscape. There she had everything she could ever need, safe at last from the new world, which she will probably never return to.
Well... Damn. Okay.
Let's see. The coins fit perfect. It'll be no trouble loosening them. Yeah, for another hour and a half or so. The water turned the generator into an enormous hunk of scrap metal. Why would I want to take it with me in this condition? What the hell? Another one of those repeating images. Of those damn time loops.
No. Rose. No, don't do it. No!
It's Rose, killing her captors again. But there's something in this one that makes it different. It feels more real and more intense than the other times. Damn it. I wasn't able to save it. I can only cover half the generator with this. No. Why would I want... No. Why would I want to... These are the remains of one of...
No. Rose. No, don't do it. No!
Okay. First... no. What the hell am I trying to do? I think it's time for me to get away from Rod in this trailer. For good.
Probably. Dude does a lot of walking.
I brought the generator.
Hey, what's up, Face? Thank you for the subscription. I
knew
appreciate
you
it.
could do it. Give me a few minutes to set up the computer and open the report.
And there's a platinum. It's a weird game.
The armchairs in the office. I was exhausted.
Weird game.
My mind had been trying to make sense of the last few hours of my life for what seemed like an eternity. The first hours following my bitter birth in this new world. But how could I judge the new world if I could barely remember the old one? The only thing I was sure of was that we had lost something very valuable along the way. The photograph of our life, overnight, had turned into a dark, blurry, sepia-tinted image. All of civilization had drowned under the Great Wave, and the only thing left on the beach were its remains. But no, I was fooling myself. I was already lost before the catastrophe. To tell the truth, all the other victims of the Great Wave had been luckier than me. They still dreamed of returning to their lives. Mine had already been broken a long time ago. Did I really stand a chance of recovering something I'd already lost forever? What type of strength, what type of miracle could ever give me that second chance?
Michael, wake up!
What's happening?
The report, Michael. It's the report. I was going over it while you were sleeping. It's incredible. It's way beyond our expectations. You're gonna think I've gone crazy, but I don't even know where to start.
How about at the beginning?
Okay. It's the dead. The entire universe is changing, and we're going to witness it. We're going to be witnesses. And victims.
Witnesses? Victims? But what the hell are you talking about? What is this dead synchronicity point?
It's hard to explain. You're a photographer, so I'll imagine a person's light. Up to now, and according to the rules that governed our universe, we were all subject to certain very specific temporal rules. Past, present, and future. That's all there was to it. So, the first thing we'd find would be a photo of the person as a newborn, then another on the person's 6th birthday, then another in college, and so on. Then we'd see photos of the person's wedding, children, old age, death. All in logical, linear, chronological order. Since our universe is conceived along a single line that starts in the past, makes a stopover in the present, and then projects into the future. Do you follow me?
Yes, of course I follow you.
Well, imagine now that this entire temporal architecture crumbles, falls apart, dissolves. Imagine that something or someone has altered the foundations of our universe, changing the rules of the game, forever annihilating our idea of time. The concepts of past, present, and future.
I think you just lost me, Chris.
Then let me continue with the metaphor of the photographs. Imagine now that a card dealer takes all these snapshots that sum up the life of this person, shuffles them, and places them in a stack in one spot on the card table. What would we have then? There would no longer be a chronological line, Michael. There would be no past, present, or future. Each of the individual events captured in these photographs, they would all be happening simultaneously, at the exact same point in time. And that point we would call...
the dead synchronicity point.
Exactly. Now our world is abandoning its old physical laws and getting closer to that dead synchronicity point where time no longer exists. And therefore, all the phenomena and events that happened or will happen in the universe will start to be stacked on top of other ones, like the photographs in the dealer's deck.
That sounds crazy. How credible do you think this report is?
Completely, Michael. The dead synchronicity point is a fact. And the worst thing is that we're approaching it faster and faster. It'll only be a matter of days, at best maybe a few weeks, before the universe enters this new state. Time is ending, in every sense.
And what does all this have to do with us?
Come on, do you still not see it? This change in the architecture of the universe, this nullification of time, is the real origin of the Great Wave, the dissolved, and the emergence of the new world.
I don't understand your explanation about what this damn dead synchronicity point is at all.
Up to now, and according to the rules that governed our universe, we were all subject with human life. We're condemned to die, Michael. Each and every one of us.
That's terrible. How can you be so sure of that?
If you think about it rationally, it's obvious. Our bodies are the product of hundreds of thousands of years of evolution, of a gradual and precarious reaching the dead synchronicity point, the annihilation of time. We'd need another 100,000 years to adapt to such a drastic change. And what do you think will happen to the human race, to each and every one of us when this process concludes? I'll tell you, our primary metabolism will go into a state of shock. Our entire cell structure will be jolted so profoundly and so violently that what we now call our bodies will lose all coherence, leaving behind just a brown puddle as evidence of our existence.
We'll dissolve. Like those poor sick people.
Indeed. According to the report, the dissolved are simply pioneers, people who are ahead of their time, the vanguard of the human race in its final extinction. That's why some cases started cropping up so early, even before the Great Wave. Their illness was the harbinger of the enormous explosion that was to follow. It preceded it by hours, even days. And that's why the cases are multiplying exponentially as we get closer to the end. Do you understand? We'll all end up turning into dissolved.
The last time we spoke, you told me that there could be a solution. A way to reverse all this madness.
Yes, and that's the best part of the report. Theoretically, Michael, and paradoxical as it may sound, our progress toward the dead synchronicity point also brings the opportunity to change things, to turn the process around and return to where we were before our world collapsed.
And how would that be possible?
By penetrating the very center of the anomaly, the deepest nucleus of dead synchronicity, and arriving at the point where time is just starting to fold back into itself before the process is completed. If, inside the dead synchronicity point, each and every one of the events that have happened or will happen in the universe unfold, then surely it must be possible to gain access to the moment when something or someone triggered the catastrophe.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. You're talking...
Yes. I'm talking about the possibility of accessing the past to save our present, and of turning the Great Wave and all its consequences into a mere nightmare. The report talks about the hypothetical existence of a door to each and every one of the snapshots of, and if through that door we had a chance to access the precise instant when everything went haywire, then we might be able to change things. Michael, that's what we've got to focus on in whatever time we have left. But I have to continue, and you have got to help me.
So I heard that this game ends with a massive
point is the origin of all this chaos? That our only chance of salvation is a theoretical journey to the past? Or sooner or later we'll all be obliterated? Like those poor dissolved?
That's right, Michael. So we'd better get to work on it as soon as possible. By the way, the report also mentions another very interesting thing about the dissolved.
What is it?
It seems that in their trances, through their trips to the underground highways, the sick form a strange relationship with each other. It's as if the disease unites them, regardless of any physical distance that might separate them. The report is very unclear on this point, but it seems as if the dissolved are somehow linked, connected.
My God. That can't be.
Remember. Please, remember.
Everything fits now. Everything makes sense.
Please. Enough! My head!
Emily asked me to tell you that we're connected, Michael. We're connected!
Michael, what's going on?
Chris, get one of those tests ready. Fast.
But what for? You don't think that you're also...
Do as I say.
Okay. Give me your hand. It's positive. Michael, you're sick. You're a dissolved.
No. That can't be. No.
It's impossible!
No!
Impossible!
Michael. Michael. Wake up.
Emily? Emily, is that you?
Please, Michael, wake up. Wake up.
Is that really you? Where am I?
Yes, Michael. It's me. You are on the underground highways.
Alright, I don't know if they're ever going to release a sequel to that. I mean, it is a 2015 game. But I'm going to call that good for now. I got to finish up with these kids. Their mom should be here soon. I might play something else tonight. I have one ready I've been wanting to do. I don't know if it's downloaded yet or not, though. Yeah, it is. Late Shifts. Oh, yeah. Alright, what is that? 238? Nice. Nice. Anyways, I'm gonna take off for now. Might be on later. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Later, nerd. This motherfucker. Later, Flo. Everyone else, have a great night. Hopefully I'll see you again soon.